Smith Rowe.
No, where?
What do you mean where?
Where's he going to play?
Could play even at number 10 position.
Instead
He
of
could
who?
play out wide.
Instead of who?
Well, you got there.
Who've we got? Foden, Grealish, Mahrez.
Play in front of Grealish.
No.
He'd play in front of Grealish.
Smith Rowe's a better player than Grealish.
This season, Smith Rowe's been better.
Nah, I don't.
The Aston Villa Grealish, I rate him.
Where's the red carpet for the champions, innit?
Big Steve in the building.
Oh, here, pal.
How you doing, man?
All right, mate. Yeah, sound.
Yeah, good, man, good. All right, it's going to be tasty already, I know, because we're always arguing.
Yeah. Let's go.
Ready?
Manchester City will never be as big a club as Arsenal. 3, 2, 1.
Go on.
Never.
Are you joking?
Never, not right now. History.
Oh,
The history of Arsenal goes way back.
Is this the History Channel?
Way back.
Is this History Channel?
No, but to be a big club, he said, will never.
All right, okay.
To be a really, really big club, you've got to, that's part of it.
But
that's
what does that actually mean, though?
Hold on. That's part of being a big club, is the history behind it. You don't just turn up, this week and become that big club.
But we've just turned up and won more Premier League trophies than you.
Yeah, come on, we all know why.
You'd have it straight away, wouldn't you?
We all know. I wouldn't say I wouldn't have it. I wouldn't have, but we're talking about...
So the way I'm going to say it is this, yeah? I'd rather win the trophies, yeah, than win nothing and be called a big club. What is a big club? So you walk down the street, people say, Steve, champions again. I go, yes, mate. They go, Robbie, big club again. And you go, yeah, man.
No, you walk down the street and they say, oh, that's a City fan. I've actually found one.
That's just jealousy, though, isn't it?
No, that's facts.
Jealousy, though, isn't
That's
it?
facts. Whereas I walk down the street and many others walk down the street because there's Arsenal fans throughout the world.
Who cares?
It's a huge,
Who cares
huge
about
club.
that?
With the history of this club, with the fan base of this club, we will always be bigger.
We're bigger than you now.
You're not bigger than us
What do
now.
you mean? You're living in fantasy
No,
land.
you win more than us now.
No, you're living in fantasy
You
land.
win more than us now.
20 years ago, you was a club who I looked up to and I thought, you know what, Arsenal, they're everything we want to
You
be.
should still look up to it.
Why? You're a banter club now.
You should still look up to
All
it.
you're famous for now is hot dogs, YouTube views, and banter.
All you're famous for?
For money, oil, and trophies.
Exactly.
I'll take that. Listen, I'll tell you what it is, right? This bigger club myth. Manchester City fans, we don't care about that. Do you know why we don't care about it? Because what is it actually? Thing people
Full
talk about,
stadiums is one.
You don't talk to me about full stadiums. Your stadium ain't full.
You're talking about...
No, your stadium ain't full, mate. No
Listen,
chance,
our
mate.
stadium sells
Your
out every
stadium
week.
ain't
Try and get a
full,
season
mate.
ticket
You're
at our
full.
place.
Same, try and get a season ticket at our place.
You
can't
get it
one.
tomorrow.
No, you can't. I can get Arsenal
What are you
tickets.
talking about it, man?
You
Your club
cannot,
nowhere
you
near
cannot
as
lie
big.
on here and say your stadium is full because
Listen.
people will come at you with all the pictures.
No, listen, when do you see when Arsenal in the Champions League? When do you ever see an empty seat?
Do you know what? Do you know what? You have a meltdown if your team's 7th in the Premier League. Imagine if you was 15th in Division 2.
Yeah, then we're not
You
used to
wouldn't
it.
exist, mate. You'd be supporting Boreham
Then we're
Wood.
not used to it.
You'd be at
Then we're not
Tottenham
used to
now
it, that's what I'm
with Tottenham's
saying.
hot dogs thinking, I never used to
Yeah,
support Arsenal.
behave it
I
on
never
the
used to
Tottenham
support
thing.
Arsenal.
Behave it on the Tottenham
This
thing.
has been...
You ain't even the biggest club in Manchester.
You talk about...
Hey, you ain't even the biggest
at least
club in
we had
Manchester.
At least we had a big
Listen,
club to banter in
pipe
Manchester. You've got
down,
Tottenham.
man. You guys just came
You've
to
got
the party.
Tottenham. You've got Tottenham.
You just got invited to the
got
party,
Tottenham.
man. Pipe down,
We're taking
relax.
over the party.
You ain't
We're
taking over the party.
We
You're
are.
having a good time at the party.
12 trophies
You're having a
in
good
10
time at the
years.
party, but you're going to wake up with a hangover.
12 trophies in 10
Right?
years.
You've done well. Congratulations. You bought it.
Unbelievable. We bought it.
Money can go far.
We bought
Maybe
it. We took half of your players.
we've built what we've got.
Did you though?
Right? What have you built?
Did you though?
You
was
ain't even,
taking the best
even that
players.
stadium you borrowed it.
That's loose change to our man, isn't it?
The stadium,
He wants to
the
buy a
stadium,
stadium.
the common, that was for the,
That was
that
a
was for
great
the
deal.
athletics.
That was a great deal.
That was for the athletics, weren't even yours.
Swap Main Road for a brand new stadium.
You go.
2 million a year, flat rent. It's business. You're a
We
business
paid for
man.
it.
You're a business
No, we
man.
paid for us.
Yeah, and it's cost you
We
15
paid-
years and no trophies.
Yeah, but you know what? We've done it. We paid for it. We're moving in that direction. We've done that now.
What direction
right?
are you moving in?
Don't worry, we'll be back, bro. You know what I mean? This is,
Saying that for 15 years.
what happened to you? As I said, did you not come back?
We
Did
came
you
back,
not
yeah.
come back?
We're here
So
to
why
stay
can't we
now.
come back? Look at a big
We're
club
here to
like
stay.
Arsenal, worldwide brand.
Champions of England again, aren't we?
Congratulations, you've got a very good team.
We have. We've just done you 5-0.
You did. Money well spent.
No Arsenal players would get into Manchester City's team. 3, 2, 1.
Well, first of all, I was thinking maybe Saka at left back, but the Cancelo's playing at left back.
Left back.
Yeah, left back. That's probably the only way. But we do need someone that can carry the water bottles on the pitch. So, you know, I think that's what you're you know what I mean? So, yeah, the water bottle carrier. Yeah.
I think Aaron Ramsdale could get in, even though I think Edison's a quality keeper. I think Aaron Ramsdale could have a shout.
You hated him 2 months ago.
He made a few mistakes this season, Edison, and he's been a bit shaky, hasn't he?
No, he's a big part of what we do.
Been a bit shaky.
Ramsdale's played one long ball.
Been a bit shaky, would you say, Edison? A little bit shaky this season?
Top of the league, isn't it?
No, he's been a bit shaky, hasn't he? Come on.
Not enough to put Ramsdale in there.
There's a few that he's let through. He's been a bit flappy. Ramsdale.
No. That's it. And that is even poor. Yeah, put it back.
Wait, listen, man. I'll back my team 100%.
You're struggling though, eh, now?
I'm struggling. Ramsdale.
In the 10. You got to get in the 10.
Smith Rowe.
No, where?
What do you mean where?
Where's he going to play?
He can play even at number 10 position. He
Instead
can
of who?
play out wide.
Instead of who?
Who you got there?
Well, we got Foden, Grealish, Mahrez, Gundogan.
You play in front of Grealish.
No.
He play in front of Grealish.
Smith Rowe's a better player than Grealish.
This season, Smith Rowe's been better.
Nah, I don't.
The Aston Villa Grealish, I rate it.
No, but
this season,
there's a difference.
This season, Grealish, even your own manager has said he ain't turned up. You know, you got £100 million headache. You bought a player that's not performing.
Listen,
right?
he's still better than
Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe has been performing way better than him this season.
Don't get the hype.
You don't get the hype.
He's performing for you. I tell you one thing.
He's an unbelievable player.
Emile Smith
Rowe,
one
of the best young players in European football.
Emile Smith Rowe in our team would get found out for what he is.
No, he wouldn't get found out.
Because he wouldn't be able to take his game.
He would be better because he's playing with better players.
To our level.
Oh, what are you talking about, man? He'd be playing with better
players.
Why
did Emile Smith Rowe turn up when you played us?
What do you mean?
Why didn't he turn up? We rolled you 5-0. Why wasn't he?
Yeah, but that wasn't Smith Rowe's fault.
No, but why did he stand out? Why did he stand out?
We were down to 10 men. That was not Smith Rowe's fault. But Emile Smith Rowe has been one of the best. I'm not scraping a barrel. He's been one of the best young players in English football. Yes, he does. If Grealish gets in, he gets in.
Do you know what though with Grealish at Manchester City? From the Manchester City supporters, the ones that count, not the media and everyone else that talks. There's no pressure on Jack Grealish. We don't put pressure on our players to perform.
100 million.
We trust Pep Guardiola. The whole of England was screaming 2 months ago, 3 months ago, for him to be playing for England in the Euros, begging Southgate to play him.
Me included.
So,
right?
Jack's doing all right, but he's not a wide left player.
However, at this moment in time, he's not playing as well as Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe's best position is a number 10, and he's been playing out on the left. And he's still been performing.
I just can't get Smith Rowe in our team. He's just not someone that
he's in your team. He's in. He's in, man.
He's not.
He's in. I think Smith Rowe would get in. I think Saka would get in, and I think Ramsdale would get in.
Nah, no chance.
Ramsdale would get in. Who plays at Ramsdale. I was going to say right back, but I forgot Walker and that.
Walker there,
yeah. Listen, you've got an unbelievable team, man. Money's well spent.
So you've got to be honest.
Money well spent.
Look at your team.
I'm being honest.
Look at our team and think, I'll be dead honest now, none of them are getting in there.
No, none of them. That's why I say I disagree, because when you say none of them,
Pep
I disagree.
Ain't buying Ramsdale over Edison, is it?
I disagree. I don't know, mate. All it takes is for Edison to have one bad season and the check that might be out.
That's how
it is.
We do. You know what I mean? What did you spend for Ramsdale?
24 million.
Well, we only spent 35 for Edison. Happy days.
We only spent 35.
That's what I mean, yeah. Liverpool spent 75 for Edison.
The Invincibles were a better side than Pep's Man City side are now. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, whoa.
See what, I'm a fair man. We're a good side, but the Invincibles, I don't know, it was just, I thought if you would have said the Centurion team that got the most points in the history, I would have argued. Centurions, no.
Go Centurions, man. No. Go Centurions and put that back there.
No.
We never lost the game. Go Centurions. What was the other one? The Formidables.
Are you going to let me speak?
The Expendables.
You're going to let me speak on this one, yeah? Right, let me just get this into your head, yeah? Invincibles, you won the league, didn't lose a game, great. You play football to win, yeah? When you win, you get 3 points, yeah? We won the league, Centurions, the highest ever points total in English football history. Right? But let me tell you this. If Manchester City draw 38 games next season, we are invincible and relegated. There you go. So what would you rather be?
What a load of rubbish.
It's truth. 38 points, you're invincible. But you're relegated. You're relegated. You get the highest ever points total in English football history. That is a better achievement than that little gold trophy they got out of a Kinder Egg and gave you to make you feel happy. Isn't it? That was pathetic, mate. I thought it was some big trophy. He lifted this thing. I thought, wow, my daughter's got them out of the Kinder Egg.
You ain't got one though, have you? You ain't got it.
No, but this is another one of them things.
That season, you were
big club. Better balance sheet, more YouTube followers, Invincibles, little gold trophy. You can keep all that.
Desperate.
Keep it, mate. No one cares about that.
That season.
You might as well have that there. Look, Arsene Wenger lifting that there. We're invincible. Nice one, mate.
Every season, you lot are desperate.
No, right? Nobody cares about that.
There are people like,
there's only you pray that every team loses so you can keep your little trophy.
I think City can go the whole league unbeaten.
Never come
and
from
then
a
go in and then
never
crumble.
Never come from a City fan.
Fall apart.
We don't care about
crumble.
them things. They're not.
Yeah. No, you don't care about it because you ain't got it, bro.
That's all you've got, though.
You don't care about it because you ain't got it.
You cannot meet an Arsenal fan that doesn't mention that.
This is a great achievement.
The Centurions is though. It's the highest ever points total in English football history.
It's just the run of the mill.
It's not the run of the mill though.
That's a run of the mill. But how many teams has ever? What? Formidables, expendables.
Alex Ferguson said it'll never be. No team will ever win every domestic trophy in the country. Alex Ferguson said that, and we won it.
Alex Ferguson also laughed at Arsene Wenger when he suggested that Arsenal team could go a season unbeaten.
Yeah.
The season before, I think they'd only lost one game. One game, actually, when you even break it down, one game lost in 2 seasons. You can't tell me that you wouldn't want to shut me up for mentioning that. Will you be saying, you can't tell me that you didn't.
You up by lifting the Premier League
listen, I know you, yeah? I know you too well. That you wouldn't want to shut up guys like me,
I didn't shut you up by
all those guys, and then just say, right, we've got Invincibles now. What are you going to say now, Robbie?
Because you know what
are you going to say now, Robbie?
They'll say,
what I'm saying is
Invincibles. You haven't won the European Cup. You haven't done this. You haven't done that. There's always something.
You ain't got that.
If I'm a newly promoted Premier League team now and I go up, I'm going to get my team to play for 38 draws and win a trophy. That's what I'm going to do.
Imagine that.
What?
You didn't even go Invincibles in Division 2. And you got the cheek.
What, we have Jamie Pollock in midfield, man? Are you mad?
You didn't even go a season Invincible in Division 2. And you got the cheek to talk to us about winning the Premier League Invincible. Behave, man. Behave,
you know what? I know you love that, so I'm not going to dampen your fire with it. You know what I mean?
There's no fire to dampen, man. You know, you love one.
No, we won't. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I care about the big one.
You love it. Those guys over in Qatar, they love that, man.
Nah, he's not bothered about it. He probably don't even know what that is.
Probably don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans treated Arsene Wenger poorly. 3, 2, 1.
You know it. Tell the truth. You was on the front line.
It's a very. I'm gonna kind of stay a bit on the fence with this one, right? Because it's a very, very difficult one to answer. Because on the one hand, and Arsene Wenger has admitted this himself. Well, on the one hand, right, you don't want to see a great manager. This manager gave me so much joy, right? Watching Invincible seasons, season in, season out, this team, you know, challenging for the league, you know, Champions League final, you know what I mean? He gave me so much joy as a manager. But then, which is something he's admitted since, even himself, he stayed on too long.
Yeah.
He should have left after a couple of those. I think after the second FA Cup win against Villa, I felt at that time that was a perfect time to leave. I then think he then had another opportunity after beating Chelsea in the FA Cup when we beat you in the semis, Chelsea in the final. Nobody expected that. I felt that was the time, and he stayed and he stayed. And I think it was quite obvious to everybody that, you know, he was in the decline.
It did get sour though, didn't it, near the end?
It started to get sour because what people who on the outside don't understand is you've got a legendary manager, so you've got some people that just can't bring themselves to saying anything bad against him.
Yeah.
But then you've got a legendary manager that's horribly in decline. We can all see it. And there's some people who got very frustrated with the situation and started, you know, being pretty vocal on it. I don't think people who are on the outside of the situation understand
I agree with what you're saying, because from the outside looking in, we just seen your greatest ever manager getting pelters, but it was because he stayed too long.
And it took a long time for him to get those
You've got
pelters.
the difference in fans as well. You've got the old school who were there through the Wenger years, who remember him as that. Then you've got the newer Arsenal fans who were like, we want to win trophies, get rid of him, get rid of him, get rid of him.
He stayed too long.
The abuse he got was hard to watch. I've got to say that, it was hard to watch.
Hard to report.
But the good thing with City is the one thing that we do get right, Mancini, we cut him at the right time. A few fans went mad, whoa, he's won us the Premier League, but they knew, it was going that way, get rid. Pellegrini came in, did a great job, Guardiola came up, they did it in the right way.
All great things come to an end, you can't stay forever.
No.
And it was almost like, so it's always a really touchy subject with Arsenal fans, and there was you as an Arsenal fan, you felt bad turning against him in a way, because you're like, he's such a great manager and a great guy, an honourable guy. But as a fan of the club, I'm seeing a steep decline, and we all know one of the main reasons for that decline is that we need to change, and we took too long to do it, and it's so
timing.
Cool, that turned sad, didn't it?
I'm crying me now. So get me a tissue and that and a coffee or something.
Manchester City bought their trophies. 3, 2, 1.
Come on,
No, not having it.
Listen, come on, man.
No.
Come on, you said you're a fair man.
No.
Huh?
If you want to touch that pint, it's a $5.
Yeah, see?
We've got to make money. We're making our own money now, innit?
Come on, man.
No,
Come on, over 2 billion.
No.
2
know,
billion spent on players. You bought it. I think you just got to, embrace it, man. Listen, you bought it.
Embrace it than me. But what I'm saying
you've won titles and that. I think you just got to. I think you just got to say to yourself, you just say to yourself, it is what it is. You bought it, but that's the facts. You've bought it. Newcastle.
We bought well.
Newcastle are attempting to do what you did now, and they'll probably follow a lot of the blueprint of what you did. Chelsea bought it. Chelsea were nobody even in London.
I agree with you on that, but what I'm going to say is we've not just thrown money at it willy-nilly. We haven't done that. When Abramovich,
not willy-nilly, but you throw money at it.
Yeah, but when Abramovich came in, right, there was no FFP, and he just picked everybody. I'm a City fan since '89, yeah, and you know me, I've had a season ticket '89. I've been home, away, everywhere, and there's been times in Division 2 where I'd come home from like Grimsby and that, my mum would go, what are you doing? Why are you wasting your weekend watching that? And I was like, you know what, one day, and I remember my mate saying to me, up once, he went, I reckon we got an FA Cup in us before we die, do you? And I went, yeah, FA Cup. And I'd have took that. Someone said to me, before you die, Man City win the FA Cup. We've won 2 FA Cups, 5 Premier Leagues, 5 League Cups. I've been to the Champions League final. I can't thank Sheikh Mansour enough. And the blue side of Manchester that's had that much off the red side for all them years can finally go out the house with a chest out and say, you know what, yeah, we did get bought by a guy, but what a guy. But if you'd have bought anybody else in the world, everybody else wants it. People look at our club now and they call us, but they're dying for it. I've been on a journey from Division 2, Barnsley, all the way up to the Bernabeu. I wouldn't swap my football journey for anybody's. Nobody's. Treble 99, you can keep that. I've had my Aguero moment, 6-1 at Old Trafford. You know what I mean? Been Division 2, relegated, crying on the pitch. I've had all that. But that's my memory, my football memory with this team. So this team's ingrained in Manchester. So people that say, you've got no history, you've got no this, you can throw money at it, you can't. Because Man City as a club, they just don't get it. When they sit here like me, with my fans, my supporters, you have to understand we've been in the mud. Not 7th in the Premier League, not 8th in the Premier League, in the mud. When they were putting adverts in the paper saying, please come to Main Road, the club's going to go out of business. We were turning up 30,000 in Division 2, buying pies, kits, just so the team survived. And this is us, we won the lottery, and Sheikh Mansour, thank God bless him, he's given me the best times of my life. My son's been to Wembley 13 times or something like that. He's bored of it now. He don't even go anymore. And I'm like, wow. So listen, Man City is a club, anyone out there, you can call them all you want, but this journey I've been on, mate, listen, unbelievable. Sorry about that, but I had to just go in there.
Still strongly disagree though.
What we're doing on this question, it's actually a disgrace to Didier Drogba. Comparing him to Thierry Henry for big game players, we need to be comparing him to the likes of Diego Maradona. Thierry Henry doesn't get on this list.
Maradona.
Thierry Henry doesn't.
Steady on, mate.
Thierry Henry doesn't get on this list for big game players.
Steady.